Hey guys, how's it going? Tom here, and today with the upcoming King Kong competition, I thought I'd do a quick video on basically how to turn your IronMind pinch block from this into this. It's a question that I get quite a lot online actually, which I find surprising really. People are basically struggling to get any chalk on this pinch block because of the strangely slippery powder coat texture it has. So I'm literally just going to take you over there and show you how to chalk up your pinch block. Right, I think that's pretty good. So obviously, as you can see, this is the brand new one here, and this is the one that we've had maybe 5 or 6 years. It's gathered up quite a nice layer of chalk over the years, and it's just got a good texture to it now. But it's really easy to sort of do this with a brand new pinch block. So I will put this one over here. And I thought it'd be interesting first just to basically try a few different types of chalk. So first we have the block chalk. This is one we're testing out at the moment, which is really nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of that on this part. And then we've got our standard powdered chalk here, which I'll put on that in the middle. So I usually just put like a little bit there. Just rub it in a little bit. And then lastly, we're going to use something that isn't allowed, obviously, but I thought it'd just be interesting to see how it sort of went on to the pinch block. All right, let's, as you can see, we don't use it much. Let's get some out here. So if I just chuck a bit of that there. So usually I'd always go with a mix of block or powdered chalk to season my grip tools, you could say. It's difficult when there is sort of no rust on the grip tools. It's just paint. It is quite difficult to get a good layer of chalk on, especially at the start, but I'll just show you basically the technique that I'd use to do this. So I'll try and do roughly 60 seconds on the block chalk, 60 seconds on the powdered chalk, and then we'll leave that to dry for probably 60 seconds, and we'll see the difference in the feels and the textures. So just bear with me while I just give these a little massage. Right, there we go. So I'm glad there's quite a clear difference there. So it looks like the block chalk has definitely stuck the best to this. You can already see how, you know, it's already got a decent layer of chalk on there, that if you're using that a couple of times a week and you're just going over this bit, it'll just keep building up and getting rougher and rougher. The powdered chalk hasn't stuck as well as I would have expected. You know, if we're giving a little rub off there, it's coming off quite easy. And then we've got the liquid chalk, which I imagine will just come off with a good rub. It's the worst, really. In fact, I'd probably say it's a little bit better than the powdered chalk. It doesn't feel quite as grippy. It just feels quite smooth when I'm going over it. But that's how easy it is to sort of season your pinch block. If we take it over to the other side, I'll just literally do what I would do, which is I always start with a layer of block chalk. I'll just kind of scrub it across the whole thing, making sure to try and get like an even layer, because you've got to think how far your fingers are going down. You want to get it all the way down there. There's no point in just doing like the top little bit. You might as well do the whole thing. And then literally I'm just going to use like the palm of my hand, my thumb, and just keep applying bits of chalk. Maybe a little bit of powdered chalk. And now that's starting to feel really, really nice already. So yeah, I mean, look at that. That is a really good amount of chalk. You can see like the texture it's got, and that's literally just block and powdered chalk for a couple of minutes. So the longer you just keep using it, keep just applying chalk, you're going to get up a really nice sort of feel to your pinch block instead of it being dead slippy, where it's very difficult to keep hold of, especially if you've got slightly sweaty hands, whereas this, it's just going to provide you with that bit of extra grip and stop it slipping out your hands as much, but really, really easy to do. Let's have a look how the other side's looking. Not great. So again, I'd just literally just go over this. Obviously, I'll wipe that liquid chalk off actually first. Good riddance, liquid chalk. You'll find one of the areas you will need to pay attention to is like these top edges, because that's where your thumb and fingers are going to be really quite tight on it. So you need to make sure that you do the tops as well. Don't forget about them. For me, this bit isn't really that necessary because I am leaving a gap at the top anyway, but a lot of people like to go quite snug on it. So you might want to just do that bit. But I mean, it's really, really simple to do. I don't really understand how people are struggling to get chalk on this, whether you're using a really crap chalk or it could be that. This block chalk seems to just stick really nicely to grip tools with, you know, our textured coat or any kind of powder coat, and then you use the just regular powder chalk to go over it and just fill in the gaps basically. That just gives it that slightly rougher feel. But yeah, that's it. Dead easy. Any questions on more chalking, just let me know. But look at that already. Bloody wonderful.